In today's video, we peel back the layers of time to reveal Britain's horrifying role in slavery, an epoch marked by human suffering that helped shape the modern world. As we navigate through this somber chapter, we uncover the truths that lie beneath the veneer of historical grandeur. The British Empire, once hailed as the empire on which the sun never sets, was a dominant force in the transatlantic slave trade. This grim trade was not just a chapter, but a persistent saga involving the forcible uprooting and transportation of over 3 million African souls to the Americas. Britain's role was not merely participatory, it was a leading one, systematic and cold in its execution. The Middle Passage remains one of the darkest aspects of the slave trade. Enslaved Africans were herded onto ships such as the Brooks, enduring unspeakable conditions. Shackled in the bowels of these ships, stripped of their freedom and dignity, they were treated not as humans but as cargo, a commodity to be bought and sold. The wealth generated from this trade was immense, creating a stark dichotomy of splendor and brutality. The lavish lifestyles of the British gentry, the stately homes, and the booming economy were all underpinned by the profits of slavery. Sugar, tobacco, and cotton, the products that sweetened and adorned the British way of life, were all tainted with the blood and sweat of enslaved labor. In the British colonies of the Caribbean, such as Jamaica and Barbados, the enslaved were subjected to barbaric treatment. The plantations were not just centers of agricultural production, but epicenters of British cruelty, where the whip ruled, and the screams of the enslaved echoed through the fields of cane and cotton. The extensive documentation of this period reveals the meticulous detail with which human lives were commodified. Ship logs, insurance papers, and trade documents attest to the ruthless efficiency of this trade. Yet, amidst the depersonalized records, a counter-narrative was brewing. The voice of abolitionists began to emerge, spearheaded by figures like William Wilberforce and Olaudah Equiano, who championed the moral crusade against the slave trade. These abolitionists fought a relentless battle against a deeply entrenched system, eventually leading to the Slave Trade Act of 1807, which outlawed the trade across the empire. This act did not spell the end of Britain's tryst with slavery. The practice persisted, and it would take another 26 years of advocacy and resistance before the Slavery Abolition Act of 1833 would come into effect, initiating a slow and complex process of emancipation. Emancipation was fraught with its own set of injustices. The British government compensated slave owners for their loss of property, an act that speaks volumes about the values of the time, while the formerly enslaved were left to navigate a freedom that was nominal at best. The scars of slavery ran deep, influencing the social and economic fabric of the empire and its colonies long after abolition. In present-day Britain, it's a complex legacy that Britain grapples with, as it seeks to reconcile the pride of its historical accomplishments with the atrocities that helped achieve them. Acknowledging the full extent of Britain's involvement in slavery is a step not only toward redress but also toward understanding the complexities of a shared history. As we conclude our exploration of Britain's role in the transatlantic slave trade, it is with a sense of reverence for the resilience of those who suffered and a commitment to justice that we reflect on the lessons of the past. By subscribing to our channel, you join us in a continuous journey to uncover and understand the multifaceted narratives that history presents.